Okay, chat. We're back. Okay, we're live again. I think I can just have a quick look at the whole. Whoa, 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 copyright.
Hello.
Hey,
Hmm.
okay. I Spirited Falcon. Welcome to the stream, man. How are you?
Hello.
Yeah, I just fixed it. You should be able to hear us now. Actually, I think this is the first stream that starts with Evie giving me a smooch, so everybody got a smooch. This
Oh
is.
my god. What?
Yeah,
Really?
I unmuted it at that exact point.
No.
I'm
Oh
sorry.
my god. Why did you?
I'm sorry. The smooches for everyone.
Oh,
Smooches for Mama Bird.
that's. Oh my god. I'm embarrassed.
Okay, so doing good after leaving Overwatch. My man. Was Fed we back? Hey guys, the stream will be a little short today. We are having a little bit of internet issues, so I might be a little bit here and there with the stream. I do apologize that for today. I do want to have this discussion about, you know, is taking, is going down super tanks the way to go? There's definitely a problem with tank, but then there is also another perspective that I want to offer is like how, you know, there's people that agree with tank being bad, but they're not agreeing with it from that initial perspective that, oh, tank is bad because of whatever reasons that a high level player might say. Their problem is at the skill floor, if you understand what I'm saying. Like, they've not even reached that point yet where they've really learned the role to understand where it's at. And that's kind of something I just want to talk about. Super tanks are just not fun to fight. Yeah, I mean, the notion here is like the way tank players like to frame certain things that I'm not a fan of. Um, is a tank players like to say it as if they can never make a mistake. They can never, play the game wrong, and if they feed their brains out, it's not a role problem. It's sorry, it's not a player problem. It's a role problem. You know, granted, the role problems are there, but making super tanks is not going to solve the problem that the people at the skill floor face of the tank role, and then at the skill ceiling of tank, it becomes a completely new problem now because the people that understand how to play the tank or tanks in this case, they completely destroy and dominate games. So, do we really want to go down the super tank route with this in mind? Howdy, Ralph. Welcome to the stream, man. Great video. It was hilarious. I needed it. I've been going through some tough times here, but it was a great video. Problem is that unbinding tank from extra resources, increasing HP just doesn't work. Yeah, that's true. Like, I feel like it was a terrible video. No, it was actually very entertaining. Don't say that, man. It was great. I feel like a lot of people, even back in 6v6, when people talked about, you know, even like I remember this because fortunately for me, I got to hang around a lot of casuals. So I heard a lot of opinions, but I could promise you that a lot of those players that faced those issues in 6v6 and even nowadays in 5v5 is more them feeding their brains off than actually the time. Like, for example, before the last stream went down, okay, we played this Survasa game, and it's funny because my point gets proven in the first 10 seconds of the game from the tank that was on our team, okay. And this is our tank, batters on, or whatever you want to call it. So, charges into position, takes the space, yada yada yada. Speed this up a little bit. Okay, he wastes his fire strike, wasted one fire strike, next fire strike did something, I guess. Okay, so everybody knows that's the choke that you play the game from. He knows this, he can hear rest of fire. Ah, god damn it, guys. We found the game. I forgot I queued tank, so I get faster queues. But there is a that's the point that I'm trying to make, is like, I'm not saying there's not tank issues, but the problem with the lower elo side of people agreeing with it, they're using it as a band-aid to cover up the fact that they are bad on the role and its characters than the actual problems faced by the role itself. You still have like people that believe that Reinhardt is a shield bot, and that's how they actually play him. So let that sink in. Relt loved your video. Which video? In all reality, 5v5 is actually pretty balanced. It's just not fun. Yeah, that's an interesting way of looking at it as well. Like, it's balanced, but it's not fun. And I feel like I have an idea of why it's not fun. But there's a side of the community that will not be willing to accept that argument, that if I make it, I'll get flagged for it. But I'm willing to take flag for it because I believe that's why Overwatch is not fun. And perhaps we might even see that in this game right now. And from a simplistic perspective of why I believe Overwatch isn't quote-unquote fun but is balanced, or at least right now, outside of a few characters, the game struggles to reward playmaking and instead rewards you for play denial, Like, look at this, I'm gonna make a play here and it works out pretty well, right? It's pretty good. Right, that queen is feeding. Look at this. So that queen feeding over there, was that a role problem, or was that the queen problem? Right?
Clearly a role problem.
It was clearly a role problem, of course, guys. Like, now that this queen is gonna damn, you're on fire today. But this tank player is gonna keep feeding their brains off. And this is the type of person who's basically like, tank sucks. And it's like, well, if you're gonna keep playing with a feeding playstyle, it doesn't matter what role you play. Look at this Iliari, she's basically feeding right now. Right? What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? She's gonna pay the price, right? And now look at this queen.
She's one.
Like, now the queen is kind of like out of position and running all over the place, right? I'm gonna die here. Don't have any help. Oh my god, punch it box moment.
No, you have. Where are you? Oh, shush.
Oh my god, ping moment. Dude, I just realized there's a pylon here. I don't understand why pylon doesn't go down if you kill Iliari. That would be a nice change to have. Again, punch hitbox moment. Hitbox, excuse me. We're meteor striking this. They're just gonna go underground. Pop up somewhere here. I'll follow them. Beat them up. Alright. Gotta respect it. I don't do enough damage. They win the duel. Their damage stats are higher than mine. I shouldn't overcommit. Take this high ground over here. Watch the high ground that they're pushing. Maybe drop a nice little slam to get ult charge. What the hell is happening to the trap? We need to get out. That's a really rough comfort in first. I might have to go Diva or... How did it pull me into the trap? Excuse me? I got pulled into the trap. How did that pull me? Oh my god, I need to see that in the replay viewer. But yeah, playing Doom over here right now is gonna be really rough if they're playing the Winston. I was hoping... Actually, I could just play Malgan. If I play Malga, I can't contest him on the high ground. See, it's a little bit of a problem now. No, I could actually just like... Oh, excuse me, I fat fingered the... I could just fight on the high ground. Evie, come this way, come this way. Okay, there's Sojourn's... sorry. What is this character? Venture, yes, Venture's too excited. I'm gonna go. Where's my where's our DPS? I'm dead here. I don't understand why we're playing Widowmaker when they've all comfortably taken the advantage. What was the season 9 standing in the open is now absolutely who's just now it's terrible? Yeah, that's true. But the thing is, like, people that are bad at the game or just learning the game, all they know how to do, at least on tank, is stand in the open. They don't know how to adjust playstyles, right? I feel like that doesn't get talked about either. Stomp.
Excuse me for all this.
You're fine, you're fine.
I had a phone call. No. Come on, Venture. Ah, why are you running? Why are you running?
Oh wow, that's something. Wait, can you Kitsune? Can you Kitsune, please? Kitsune, on me, on me.
Yeah, like it. Yes. Oh, well, by Kitsune all the way there.
I might have done a bit of a
But
bad
there's
ult, but I
Mercy
think it can work.
with
Yeah, it's okay. I can make it work.
Yeah,
Oh wow.
I'm coming quick.
Even all that damage can't kill. Oh my god. To be fair, he had 1000 HP, so there's that too. I was hoping it would give, if I could contain Winston, it would give my snipers a chance to snipe, but she's getting outplayed. I just have to go back to a dive tank.
There she is.
Okay,
No.
I'm going back on Doom. I don't know why.
Did she die? No,
Yeah, she's
she
dead.
didn't. I don't know. Oh my god, so many people. This is going to get rest. Yeah, 4
Yeah,
people.
yeah. Same to the other rows, but because there's a second DPS center, they are heavily pushed because in perma double shield gameplay loop. I mean, yeah, you're right. Like, I feel like that might have been an overlasting effect for a lot of tank players that stuck with the game. Like, they got used to what Orisa, Mauga, and, you know, Roadhog have to offer, that their gameplay loops involve just, like, staying out in the open.
Nice. Oh,
So,
behind us.
I just never understand why, like, when I take an angle, my Widow goes the most diveable spot on the map. You keep following me and keep shooting the Widow. I just opened this fight up just like that. Like, that's the power of tank right there. Look
Ah,
at this.
come on, she's one. Nice.
Look at this. This is the power of the tank roll when you know what you're
He's
doing.
really low.
I got him.
Nice.
I
I'm
might
pushing
die.
payload.
They're gonna res him. But they went Mercy. Oh, they still have Mercy.
They had mercy.
Oh, Winston's really low. Oh.
Ah, no, I'm dead.
Oh, that's what happens when you keep getting DPS div.
Yeah, I mean, their widow is. Yeah.
But like, their Widow is Widow diffing or Widow, and then their
Yeah.
Venture is just venture diffing our venture.
Venture.
It's what can I do? I opened up that fight. They should be able to start holding it now. Maybe I can see 9 it actually. Oh,
Nope.
you shouldn't. Give me a second to make space. Get out of here if you can.
Ah, shit. No, 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 it's okay, it's okay. Oh, Venture is AFK. Ah, talking with the other gland.
Yeah, people like to type now more nowadays more than play the game.
Yeah.
I mean, I killed pretty much all of them, and now they're back again. And now I did it again. Like, how many times do I have to win fights for us? That's okay. Like, it is what it is. What can I do?
At kitchen.
Holy shit, man! Widow 11 kills only. There we go. Finally.
Yeah. Ah, she caught up with the other one.
They'll just res it. Like, I need us to play together. We shouldn't split, especially our venture. If, like them playing so split.
The Venture is.
It's
I don't know
hilarious
what
how
they're
the
doing over
tank
there.
has the lowest deaths right now. Oh, they picked Sigma. It's okay. It's a free win now.
Abby, Abby.
Yeah, I know. We have coalescence. We have support. Let's just use them. Look at that. Ilyar is feeding like crazy. Oh, Moira, get behind me. Get behind me.
Abby, I have ult.
It's
It's not
pointless.
worth
Like
it
my
to
Moira
use it.
got in front of me to use coalescence rather than staying behind
Yeah.
me, pocketing me,
Staying
getting me
behind
in.
you.
Jesus, like this is a problem with so many loyal players. They have no clue what they're doing. It's funny. The tank in this game right now has the least deaths. Okay, I have my ult. Let's just use a Kitsune and walk in. Get closer.
Okay.
Use it, please.
Okay. Oh. Jeez. I died, but hopefully these people are not going to die. Hopefully. Yeah, okay. Nice.
It's just unreal. Every fight we win is off of me. And that's like I have to hard kill 3 people just to make up for poor positioning and game sense. Surely my long range DPS destroyed the turrets. Nice, big, huge pick.
Anything else? Everything is there.
That Mercy is so greedy. I was watching her for that exact reason. Can I get some help here?
Should. There one.
That
There one.
punch was the
Nice,
smoothest punch in a while.
Die this one.
Kill two
Die.
this.
Nice.
Nice. It's just me and you. Hard carrying this team.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, they counter pick me. I guess I'm useless.
Almost dead. Nice.
That's a joke, chat. I'm not useless. I know how to play the game. Ursa doesn't. I mean, if you play tank with a functioning brain, you can go 40 to 5 and not go 10 deaths on DPS. Question mark. What was it? Their tank was also 10 deaths. Their Iliari was 11 deaths. I get player of the game. I know how to play the role. For a lot of people down here, it's not the role. They just don't want to talk about it. The no turn goes over the players down. Yeah, but I would like it if they made that a change. I said Blizzard should rework the tutorial. Yes, I agree. They don't even need to rework the tutorial. You know what they should do? They should just have like a tab, like of content creators. Like when you go to the hero gallery or something, when you're learning roles, that you click on Doomfist and like there's just like a video here, introduction to Doomfist, and then by an Overwatch content creator. Even that would go such a long way for people, man. We just don't do it. Well, Blizzard doesn't do it. Yeah, Anime Gamer 714, how are you? Overwatch in a constant state of we die fast or they die too slow. Yeah, but that's the nature of the game. That you can fault it in that regard. It's in a weird way. It's this weird charm that Overwatch has. If they didn't give it to COD, Overwatch could have gotten the Gundam crossover. They could still do it in the future, you know. But they chose the Transformers, I think, for this season. Say about the feeding tank playstyle, but that's the point. 6v6 tanking is more forgiving. You stand up, get bailed out, and win game through knowledge. Yeah, no, I agree. I'm specifically talking about 5v5, but I saw like this same playstyle. I didn't get to finish my previous point. That same playstyle of people turning their brains off and running it down mid was there in 6v6 too, but it's like you said, it was more forgiving. But does that make it the right way to play the role? Maybe to a certain extent. It's like, okay, if they're getting away with it, that's like a skill issue for the other team. But it's like you're not always gonna get away from it. Like for example, I remember back in Overwatch 1, when you reach Diamond, up until Diamond, people hard locked things like Ryan Zarya. Like, it's pretty obvious, like people always wanted to play Ryan Zar. But if I ask you guys one thing, right? What is it that Ryan Zarya allows that doesn't work after a certain point? Like once you reach Diamond, that's when Ryan Zarya started to see the drop off. I forgot, there was a developer that spoke about this, that Ryan Zarya begins to drop off around mid diamond, and then from mid diamond other tanks began to shine more. So in this little area, what is the major difference? Like there's a tank player who's he's like unable to go beyond this little circle. Tank is boring, annoying to play. I mean, yeah, I think without the second tank, it definitely is more annoying to play because you're expected to play perfectly. And I agree that there should be something that takes attention off of the tank role. And in 5v5, Blizzard hasn't necessarily done anything to help encourage that. If anything, with the way they have balanced everything, it just keeps leaning more and more into shoot the tank, shoot the other tank. And that's a part of the problem too, that's a bit of a garden. I don't know what to play here, man. I'm tired. Simply Bloom is really good here. I have Mercy. That's a bit rough. Hero Masters is supposed to help you learn the hero. I mean, they promoted it like that, but it just never happened. They're more fun courses for you to challenge yourself, but it's nothing more than that. Doesn't teach you the characters. For some of them, like the Mercy one, they actually expect you to know a lot of the movement mechanics. But my ping is really high right now. Yep.
Are you on my server?
No, I'm just having. I'm just. Oh god. Okay, the boop from the Bastion.
Oh.
Okay, that is 101 interesting ways to 101 interesting ways to die in Overwatch.
You missed.
I don't know if it's the servers or it's me. That's the thing. That's a big punch. That's another big punch. Oh shit!
Nice.
Come on, man. That punch would have connected. He's just gonna eat back here. I don't know why I bothered punching.
Oh! Okay. Close enough.
Let me die.
A bit. Incoming. Oh no. I mean...
No, why did they kill the Lucio? Oh, wait, he actually killed me. Oh, that's confusing. Regardless, I think my punch would have connected. I would have gotten the passive shielding and stayed alive there. Oh, they went far. That's lame.
Oh no, we're dead.
Oh, that's another big punch. A big EMP, unironically. Hey, Genji pop him off? Okay. Shoot down.
Can
Yeah, Kitsune.
at least I will I'll give you that boost.
Yeah, this,
But it's not.
the downside of
Yeah.
playing Mercy against the comp, and with this comp is it's a struggling fit.
In hardship, we find strength. I see one.
Anna is one,
Yeah, she's half now.
but yeah, no, she's half.
No justice.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, Genji's feeding. Oh, go back.
No.
I think I got one. No. Damn.
Where is he shooting?
No, how did I slip through him? This ping, man.
That Doomfist is also like having some issues as well.
No push point. There was some fires one.
No, not me again. Oh.
It's cockroach.
She died.
What? Come on, this ping! It feels like I'm on
Oh my
170.
God,
I feel like I'm playing 170. It doesn't feel like 130. Like yesterday it was so smooth. Today it feels so heavy. Big MP. Never mind.
He's behind you.
I'm killing Tracer is
Yeah,
gonna
it's
be
so.
a big pain in the
Really
butt.
trying to get here. Ouch! No, this fire, man. Oh no.
I really don't understand why commit to the Mercy pick here. We're playing Genji, Sombra, Tracer. Come on now. Why is Fire considered meta? The new HP pools and her rework helps her a lot. You guys remember when I said Fire was gonna be meta and everybody was like, nope? It's legit. It's legitimately because people just didn't learn how to play Fire. The new Fire. Well,
I've got
everything I said.
ult.
Yeah. Can you Kitsune?
Yeah.
Before somebody dies.
Yeah. I had to take a position to do that. That would be useless.
Good point.
Behind us, there's a. Please, man. I cannot shoot here.
Yes, oh, please don't let him die.
Yeah.
Lucio really needs to go. There we go. Nice.
Nice.
I've been telling people stop playing Mercy because they bought the skin. I mean, I don't mind Mercy, but it's like at the moment there's just no one that she synergizes with, like overly in this comp. Maybe Genji, but like Sombra, Doom, Kiri, like they don't necessarily need Mercy. So at that point, it's like we're like our Mercy just gets either isolated or our other support gets isolated. So she could play Brig here and support the dive, it'd be great. But it's fine. I blame Blizzard for making win losses rely on mostly the heroes picked. If it weren't the case, people would be fine with the rise of Pink Mercy. I mean, I just don't agree with their balance philosophy in general. It's very awkward. I also think if this like role passive upgrades really doesn't work out, they should really consider 6v6 now.
Junk out this one. Dead.
Back me up.
Moira is dead. You are alive.
Doom has been won this whole time. Nobody coming to help.
What?
I was like, enemy Doom was like really low that entire time and nobody came to help. Feels bad, man. He escaped.
Ah.
It's annoying.
They're going low.
Wait, May's isolated. We can finish her off really easily.
I mean, the Moira is half HP, Abby. Actually, she's really low. I'm on Moira. Moira is low.
Oh,
May
damn it.
is
It's
freeze.
so hard to play like this.
Oh no! I hacked. I got hacked. Nice. Oh.
Challenge me. That's more like meteor strike. Meteor strike.
Oh damn it, man.
You're killed.
He's helping me kill the Doom. He's really annoying.
Oh.
There's so many
I
cases
wasn't
where he
there.
should be dead, but both our DPS are chasing someone else. He's one. Nice.
Yeah, yeah. Oh.
That's
No,
annoying.
no, no. Oh, he really pushed you far too far.
Ugh, this is annoying. They're Genji's just talking to the life of it. You just call and carry, like you can easily win that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, we win that without the Koch, but yeah.
He's like, why am I following him? Because I wanted hugs. Okay, so let me try to explain my point here, right? Once again, I don't disagree. 5v5 especially has tank issues. I've been talking about it myself. Okay? But I feel like the driving force for Blizzard to help the tank role has less to do with what those issues are and more to do with people that feed a lot on tank, and that's where they're pushing the buffs. It's like we know they balance for the casuals, right? So that's the area that they're shooting the buffs for. It's just the idea is correct, but they're buffing it from the perspective that it's for the wrong type of people. And that's kind of my fear, because that's how they've approached 5v5 as a whole. Like, they understand there's a problem at the top, but when the balance changes come in, it's more like, well, what is it that this group is complaining about? Let's balance it from this perspective, and hopefully it helps the top two. And I feel like that's the loop that Overwatch 2's 5v5 is stuck in. That, like, I don't know if Relth is still around or not. Hopefully I didn't scare him away by being an idiot. But, you know, like, I feel like I know what I want to say. It's just I don't have the words to properly sentence things together. That's why, you know, if you guys want to talk Urdu or Arabic, we can do that. You know what I'm saying? But you know, English is a work in progress. But I feel like I know what I want to say. I just can't explain it properly because my point is, let's say hypothetically we go 6v6, okay, and we go like hypothetically the health pools would have to be reduced. What if the tank players start complaining that the lower HP pools is bad on tank in 6v6? And then what if Blizzard buffs the state of tankiness in 6v6? That's kind of where my fear is, if you guys get what I'm saying, right? That's where my fear is. That's what I'm scared about. It's like the idea is correct that this thing needs help, but Blizzard listens to the wrong crowd on how to help this thing. Because the problem with that crowd is the frustrations that they feel has more to do with the learning process of getting accustomed to the game than, okay, I've done it all and we're doing it at the peak now. So at the peak, this is the best thing. That's not to say that counter picking is not a problem in low elo. Please, that doesn't mean I'm saying that. Counter picking is a problem in low elo too. Over there, they were counter picking me just now, right? Like they picked the Sombra, the earlier game they picked Orisa. I fully agree that that's a thing too. But I also believe that once you become better at the role, the window to be able to get away with playing what you want at this level of play is a little higher than when you cross the threshold of basically entering Diamond. When you enter Diamond, you're screwed. Then it quite literally just becomes counterplay watch, which I fully agree, right? I fully agree over there, you know? But before that, if you just understand like the mistakes of somebody else and how to play against that smartly, you can win any game. Like that Route 66 game we won, like I'm not trying to stroke my ego here, but that Route 66 game we won, I legitimately opened up 4 different points of the map with like a 3-4 or at the end like that 5k. Like, you get what I'm trying to say, right? This is the thing. It's really hard to get this point across because I saw these same complaints in 6v6. And unfortunately, I know this really well because at that time, Playmaker, who gradually improved a lot, he complained about these things. And as much as I wanted to support him, you know, I'm a real friend. I was like, look, man, like, you are running it down mid, and that doesn't happen up here. Now, he got to up here, you know, a year later, once he understood that, okay, you know, like, it's a me thing. But if you would want a tank player's perspective, like, to be fair, like, I play a lot of tank too. I play all 3 roles. But, you know, there's that little perspective there. It's like, it's really easy for any quote-unquote bad tank player to just jump over and say, you know, it's not that I'm playing bad, it's just tank is bad. Because they just default to that as an excuse. And that's where my fear is that, let's say hypothetically Blizzard ends up solving the tank problem, hypothetically, right? But you still have that crowd that disagrees that no, it doesn't feel better because my vision of tank is I get to be super tanky, I get to do whatever I want, I get to kill everybody. That's where I feel like Blizzard might cave in and do even more. And here's the thing, right? Relt, wait, hold on. After that says Relt made a banger video. Yeah, Relt's videos are amazing, guys. Seriously, check out Relt. I don't know if he's still in the chat or not, but Relt's videos are really good. His latest one was just peak. I loved it. I did go in and drop the, you know, Relt is my goat on that one. Even Fat complains about him not being a raid boss despite denying he doesn't want raid boss. His perception of the player base is pretty screwed. To be honest with you, even I don't know what Flats wants from the tank role. I love watching him. Been a big fan of his, but when it comes to his issues with the role, I genuinely don't know what he wants. I really don't know what he wants from the role. It's just that perspective, like, you know, how do we want to approach tank? Do we want to give them high HP, great movement, good damage, ability to survive fights? Do you see what I'm saying here? It's obvious that this is all a 5v5 problem, because we wouldn't have faced this problem from a 6v6 perspective, because the origination of problems in 6v6 was AoE healing. I think all of us, now that we're a lot more educated, benefit of hindsight and all of that, we can all fundamentally agree that 6v6's core problems did lie in some overkitted tanks like Orisa and Sig, but then you also had a problem with AoE healing. So I feel like, yeah, there's still some problems with AoE healing, but the DPS passive is now a thing, which does help. But at the moment, there's no denying that there is a counter swap problem. And then also at the same time, perhaps there is an identity problem with what we want tanks to be. So what is it? What is it that we want, tanks to be? And whenever you ask the average tank player, the problem I have with their perspective is, this is, by the way, this is not the higher levels of play. This is the casual play. Blizzard is balancing this game for casuals, which is fine. That's where they make their money and everything, right? But for the health of the game, the casuals believe that I should be able to do whatever I want, go wherever I want, face no punishments, and like anything goes wrong, it's not a me problem, it's somebody else's problem. My supports were bad, my DPS didn't do this or that. Yeah, there's going to be cases where that is the case. I'm not going to sit here and deny that. It's going to happen. It's normal. Like, players are always playing their own game. But the frequency of Blizzard caving into the demands of quote unquote bad tank players is higher than Blizzard caving into the fundamental issues of tank. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Like, do you guys get what I'm trying to say there? I'm really like trying to slow myself down and get a point across. I'm fearful that we will see Sigma Ram would just replace Orisa for double shield, and I don't know about that. I think that's an interesting UV, but I don't know. I can't say, because that also depends on how the numbers and balance looks like for Sigma and Ram when we go, if, or when we go to 6v6. But if you outposition yourself to kill one person, you should 100% die, period. I agree. Like in that game just now that we were playing, there was an Iliari that was constantly out of position, and she paid with her life the entire time. She didn't respect our positioning. She didn't respect that I was pushing in. She didn't, like, she just wanted to do her own thing. And the thing with Overwatch is, like, indirectly the game always teaches you that if you try to do your own thing, you're gonna get punished for it. And that's kind of, the scary thing. But I also feel that DPS and support players learn this quickly, because the role only has like so much HP. Like if they make a mistake, they immediately, like, they're gone, right? So when you're playing DPS and support, when you make a mistake, it's almost like you're forced to quickly discipline your gameplay. Otherwise, you'll be a very easy free kill, right? But why is it from a mindset perspective, tank players don't adopt that? Why is it that when tanks die or they make genuine mistakes, they don't attribute it to it being a them problem? They attribute it to it being a game problem. Like, for example, over here, we had this game, the first game today, where, I disconnected. And this game, was it Junkertown? No, sorry, these are the replay codes we're doing for the WOD reviews. It was the, so unfortunately, I think I had to leave this one because we were having some internet issues. But over here, this tank player, so I kind of want to talk about this, right? So everybody knows how to play this map by now, right? Everybody understands how to play this map. Like, you play in this area, right? Usually you play here, 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 depending on where the enemy is. Or if they like free rotate here, maybe you go a little bit of wiggle back and forth from here, right? Nobody in their right mind literally walks into the enemy spawn region, right? Overwatch is a symmetrical game, right? We have our side and their side, and we intersect in the middle, right? If you understand this gameplay loop of how Overwatch works, it doesn't matter. Like it doesn't matter whether it's 6v6 or 5v5, right? I'm kind of dumbing it down like crazy here, so I can, I don't want to like spend 5 hours explaining every fundamental thing in Overwatch. Otherwise, I can keep talking. But on a basic level, this is our side of the map. This is their side of the map. This is where we're gonna interact, right? And there's a lot of tank players like this person, Batterson. You guys have seen it on my streams. You guys have been here for my streams. You've seen it. You've seen it. And then I believe even Falcon came back one day and he was like, "Yeah, I see what you mean about these tank players now, right?" So he scouted the enemy coming down from this choke, right? Then he moves over to the left side, and then he goes 1v5. Okay, now explain. Is this a role problem or is this a player problem? Please explain. Is this now a role problem or is this a player problem? He willingly did this, charged in. Now explain this. This is what I'm talking about too. Is there's a lot of players like this at casuals level of play that do this. And they get punished for it. But then they say that no, it wasn't me, it's the role. So if they balance for this person, what's his idea of tank? His idea of tank is to 1v5. Then I'm having fun, right? If I'm the raid boss who doesn't die, who does high burst damage, who can walk in and insta-kill everything, and I can just do whatever I want and be wherever I want, then I'm having fun. Is that really what we want tank to be? This is the perspective that I'm trying to make people understand. Counter picking is a different problem on its own. But Blizzard's balance and who they balance for is people like this. And this is my fear. Is that the changes that they bring in is so people like this don't need to learn the game and they can get away with plays like this. In what world does this player ever think this is the right move? Do you get what I'm saying now, guys? I don't disagree that there is a tank problem. Guys, I've been, talking about tanks on this channel for years. I was even doing it way back in Overwatch 1 when I was talking about Orison Sig. I think if Bosch was here, he'd remember. Bosch was, he was around when I only had like 2 people watching the stream. So I talked about Orison Sigma and things like that too, but this is kind of the problem to start with. 6v6 failed because the game was pretty much abandoned after 3 years. Then double share goes by game issues. And they had roll queue, which I never give it, but yeah, I do agree. I like roll queue. I didn't like having 6 DPS or 6 Mercy mains in one team. And given the frequency of how much that happened, because I still have footage from 6v6. I can watch that footage with you guys, and some of the problems that I'm talking about today is there in that format too. That's not to say that like the frequency was as high. It's just to say that the player mindset was still a thing. You get what I mean? So that's kind of like some food for thought. Durable enough to commit to an assault, but vulnerable enough to be punished if we make poor decisions. Yeah, that's a good way of looking at it. Issue with Fireflies promotes boring gameplay. I agree. I fundamentally dislike 5v5 because on paper they promoted it as if you would have more gameplay options, and then what happened was that the changes they then made to 5v5 reduced your gameplay options. So I agree with that. I fundamentally agree with that. I did a 5v5 versus 6v6 video and I spoke about that over there too, where that I fully agreed that the issue in gameplay right now is everybody is forced to play slow. Right? Like this Ryan can't get away with this. So he can't be overly aggressive. That's not to say he can't be aggressive. There's windows for when you can. I'm not denying that, right? But the problem with 5v5, it's more steamrolly. So that's also true. It's also more steamrolly. So if you are not playing safe if you're not playing careful, the steamroll is out of control, and it's very frustrating when that happens. So that is an issue with 5v5 that maybe, in 6v6 wasn't that much of an issue, but in 5v5 it is. Custom game makers made 6v6 work with their own balance. Sam said none of the tanks duos were overpowered. Surely Blizzard can't mess up 6v6. I've seen Sam play in the 6v6 bugs. I've seen other creators play in 6v6 bugs. I might want to give it a shot. If I can get me, myself, Eve, a couple of our friends, we might want to give it a shot. If you guys would be down, it'd be nice. Cubic Cat, or to put it simply, tanks are supposed to be durable enough to commit to an assault, but not durable enough to get out. So you have to play wisely. Yeah. So I think that's a very smart way of looking at it. Is that, you know, you have to be smart. And I feel like there are some tanks that promote that gameplay. I feel like Winston, Winston is the most honest tank because he's all about understanding when. One moment. Excuse me, everyone. I know the guy who goes the 6v6 mode. That's why I love the game. I'm dreading the tank buffs. Yeah, I'm a little bit worried too. Because I feel like it's not gonna solve the problem that we have at higher levels of play. It will just add on to the counter watch problem. Sorry. The single tank exacerbates feeding more. The way I see it, there's only one in format. The role of fundamental rate measure Genji Tracer for a single DPS slot. This is an interesting way. This is an interesting way of It's an interesting way of looking at it. But then, at least in the 5v5 format, I said something earlier where I said you're forced to play slower now, right? You're supposed to be more patient before you commit to an engagement. You have to force resources out. I guess something that made 6v6 more fun is that even if resources were up, you could get away with a kill or two. But in 5v5, when resources are up, you cannot get away with a kill or two. And that has to do with some ability problems in support and some on tank. Mauga's ability for sure. Mauga's, cardiac arrest is a big problem. Every hero would then need the same options as Cake and Tracer. Yeah, no, I agree. I see what you're saying, and you're not wrong. I agree. That's an interesting perspective. I didn't see it from that POV. See, the thing is, I think all of us can agree, no matter what, is I think we all agree that 5v5 isn't working, right? No matter what we think or what I might say or what anybody thinks. We've tried this format, I think it's been 2 years now, right? In my personal opinion, if if the role passive upgrades does not work, we need to let this format go. It's not gonna work. It's just not gonna work. I don't think it works. I don't think they've my problem is they don't show confidence in solving the problem. Rather, they dodge the questions. Anytime they get asked in an AMA or even a content creator tries to push for an answer that can you solve this problem, they just kind of go around and they're like, oh, we know about this problem, but our design philosophy, whatever they start talking about. 66 is just gonna put a coat of paint on the problematic abilities. I mean, this is a interesting take. I think we have problematic abilities on support, potentially also to make up for the lack of a second tank. With some of the things that, like, for example, I guess, Kiko Suzu, the invulnerability, the insanely high burst healing from it. Okay, well, to be fair, Immortality Field was in 66 too, and went unchanged. So I don't know if we would get Suzu with the invulnerability in 6v6. I don't know. It is it's scary. 5v5 was only brought in because of PvE. It wasn't brought in because of PvE. It was brought in because they needed an excuse to change things. Actually, I don't think they've, at least to be fair, I don't think they've ever openly explained why they went to 5v5. I do hope they talk about this. That's actually a good point, Neskit. Actually, no, it's by you, Goshen. My bad. I think that would be I at least hope Blizzard talks about why they brought in 5v5, but not from the perspective of queue times, because that's what everybody says is obviously because of queue times, which I do agree there is merit to that notion. Suzu should just be a burst heal. It can cleanse, it can burst heal, but it shouldn't give you invulnerability. That's how I see. Like, funnily enough, out of all the broken supports, Kiriko's the easiest one to fix. Kiriko's the easiest one to fix. She's the easiest one to fix. And the fact that they don't approach her is just so weird. They talked about 5v5 because of PvE. I mean, it was marketing. Like, they had to market it like the next big thing. They have one with they were lost and then backup was weird. I don't know. I do believe that Bobby Kotick ruined Overwatch 1. I can at least give Team 4 some slack over there. Um, the lead producer, I believe, behind Overwatch 1, she came out and, Tracy Kennedy was her name. And she came out on Twitter and she openly spoke about how, you know, sorry, Evie, my mic was muted, but she openly spoke about why how Bobby Kotick ruined everything. Like, they made numerous systems and Bobby would cancel it at the last moment. But the funny thing is even after Bobby Kotick left, that trend in Blizzard continued. But now it was Microsoft that, like, when they saw the state of PvE, they basically told Blizzard, at least for Overwatch, they were like, pack it up and finish it. Like, it's not happening. It's just not profitable. They canceled it simply for that. Like, what the sad thing in the article was, they expected it to actually perform, the overperform. It didn't even perform. It was underperforming. At least the boom. And you know what I don't get? Even that had such an easy solution. They should have allowed the first missions to be free to generate interest. Where's the missions tab? We still have it, right? They should have allowed, hold on. All three of these should have been free. Next three should have been or they could have also done this, because we have a new player base. Let these be the paid ones. Let this be current day events, and then before this, you'd have the past, and that'd be the archive missions. And you could just have the archive sit there for free forever. So anytime somebody wanted to feel that, hey, is this worth it? They could try that. Maybe, in the hype of the moment, they like it, and then they bought this. But they didn't even do that as the bare minimum. It's just like when you look back at it, there's so many easy fixes that they could have done to address some core issues. Same thing with life grip. The grip should be breakable. Uh, I find life grip really annoying. I just don't think the target should be invulnerable. If you could shoot the target while they're going away, I think that's a better solution than breaking the grip itself. I think, like, you have to also think about it from both perspectives. Life grip breaking for Life Weaver feels terrible, because that's the only game-changing ability that you have. And if it gets nerfed that much, like, I have to try to be fair, right? It becomes horrible. So it's fine if you can grip people away. Just let the target be interactable. I think that's more fair, right? You can still outplay it, but the ability still does its thing. Same thing with Suzu if invulnerability wasn't a thing. I just don't like invulnerability. Even with BAP, just change BAP's immortality to damage reduction. I think that's the best thing if you do that. Don't think we're getting more missions? No, we're not. They, like, Microsoft openly, like, not openly said it, but in an interview, it's already been implied that it's like the whole PvE is cancelled. And we don't know the future for PvE. I never bought them because people said it was boring and bad. It depends on what type of PvE content that you enjoy. They're fun for like maybe the first maximum 5 times. 5 times max. And then after that, the replayability heavily drops off. But my problem with that replayability was people gassed it up like it was the best thing they ever played on Twitter. There was like this really strong lore community on Twitter that was just like, this is the best PvE ever. And it's like, this is the most bare bones PvE experience that you will ever find. I heavily implore that side of the community. I'm very much into the lore too. I get to see this community from every perspective possible: competitive, casual, lore, art, this and that. I get it. But that side of the community was really delusional when they were like, oh, this is the best thing ever. You don't understand. They're surely working on all of this, even though all the signs show that it's not going to be a thing. But just says, imagine Overwatch if Lamp and Suzu didn't exist. The funny thing is that fixing Lamp and Suzu is the easiest thing. It's really not that hard. I wish they would at least try it. Okay, let's try giving BAP damage reduction on the Lamp. Let's try removing the invul and give more burst heal. Let's try removing invul on life grip, and maybe, you know, if you life grip somebody, you heal them just a little bit, like 50 or something. Just try, you know, try. That's the problem with Overwatch. It doesn't try. It commits to like one little area, and then it's like, no, we're gonna stay in this box. We're not gonna try anything new. Which is why I'm open-minded to the role passive upgrades. But in my personal opinion, if role passive upgrades does not bode well, if it looks bad, especially with the tankiness patch coming with it, then I think it's like, okay, we all have to really get together and push hard for 6v6. We have to start some hashtag. We have to do something as a community, because at this point, like the game itself is gonna lose its identity. And I don't think any game has pivoted that much from its own identity. It's crazy how many high quality videos about 6v6 are coming. Relth makes great videos on a lot of these topics, and he does them in a very fun manner. I think there's this other guy, he has some very good takes as well. You know, Greed EU has some fun videos. They're also pretty nice. Although he's a very laid back. He's even more laid back than mine. Imagine that Lamp hinders BAP doing anything else. That would be really funny. I think the damage reduction should be at 90%. Yeah, of course. The point is that there would be these niche interactions where you can beat it. You wouldn't be forced to play into it. That's the thing. You're forced to play into the ability. You finally watched him? No, I've been watching him for a while now. I said it in other streams too when I was asked that. Yeah, I've checked out Greed. I think I'm sub to him. Actually, you know, I have 2 channels. One is the one where like I have all my, you know, like the people I sub to, and then on this channel I haven't really subbed around. One moment. I'll queue us up for one more, and then I'll call it for this stream. Like the only other case of vulnerability I can think of in other games is Reyna's Dismiss. That's not even a problem. Reyna's Dismiss has, you know, it's a bit annoying, but it's primarily a movement ability, right? You can anticipate it, like you can time it, and she can't interact with other people either. So it's kind of quote unquote 50-50 fair. What about your Overwatch? he just has a different perspective on what he wants from Overwatch. And you know what? More power to him, but I disagree with his takes. That's all. I like the guy, just disagree with his opinion on the game. I think we can all as a community try to like understand that you there are people in the community that are like fine and they'll have takes that are different from yours and that's completely okay. You know, I think he made some good points. I think he made some good points. I agree, but a majority of them were very much here and there. I think his biggest mistake with his points was he started to assume what the community's perspective on certain things was when people were saying that, sorry, when he particularly said that people like to counter swap. I don't think there's anyone that agrees with this notion that they like counter swapping. I don't like counter swapping. I don't think you guys like counter swapping. I don't think Evie likes counter swapping. I don't think Playmaker likes counter swapping. Because the way they sell this game to you is come play your hero. But then when you learn the game, it's like, well, come play your hero, but learn everything else. So there's that too. Guys, give me a moment. I'll be right back. Before we go, let me just, you need to get a kill to use it or shoot the carry voice. Good players taking aggressive pace, limited. Suzu's stupid broken, like he heals too. Yeah, I know. Guys, one moment. I'll be right back. Oh, whoops, did I get hit for invulnerability? Oh no, we never found the game. I just realized the Greek flags.
Yeah.
But why do you think I have the Greek flag?
Oh,
What killed Overwatch for me was counter swapping.
I don't know.
I think we can all fundamentally agree, like, counter swapping or the the frequency of hard counters becoming strong is what ruined the game. Like, take the Genji versus Cassidy duel in Overwatch 1, right? It was, or even Tracer versus Cassidy. It was so much more, about skill. Like, you could, like, Tracer could outplay the Cass and Cass could outplay the Tracer. But then, when it comes down to the way duels are happening now, when it comes to counter swap, it's like, oh, they pick Reinhardt. Okay, I pick Mauga, and now he can't play the game. And that's kind of something I wish Blizzard would address too. Is like the strength of hard counters. Should it be that prevalent?
Who taught you the blade?
The best sword master in the world.
Wait, what's a band-aid fix, Falcon?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Alright, let's go. Damn it.
That's a lot of damage.
Ashe is feeding. And Mei screwed her own tank. But they have 3 supports. Give me a second to take out the first one. Okay, they lost 1 support.
Oh. Abby. Peek. Oh,
Did the
no.
Doomfist
Fuck.
lost? Oh, okay. I thought he'd actually be able to take over that fight with the pick we got initially.
He died. He died. Early bro.
Okay. My bad, I didn't see that.
Yeah.
I continue on this path.
Oh, chat just broke for me, guys. Chat just broke for me. OBS problems. My goodness, can people like understand how to take space?
Abby, be careful.
I know.
I have wall.
It's okay. I was anticipating that he'd life pull me. I was connected to him telepathically. Okay, we have both support. Let's just burn them and go in.
Yeah,
The Doom doesn't understand how to
dying
punish.
and, I'll-
Who's our other DPS and why is he like struggling? Okay, get Valk and then... Can you go? Can you Valk? Get out of line of sight.
Oh.
Hello, aim? Goodbye, aim. It was nice knowing you.
I was feeling lonely. Amazing voice line.
Damn, this brother really saw that comp and said Ball is the best hero. Okay.
Abby, no.
Abby, yes.
Be careful.
Abby, yes. Abby, yes, Habibi. Abby, yes. Second blade. I'm feeling it. Evie,
I
please,
don't
please
have
come,
an
please come, please come. Please. I want to feed.
You want to fade? No.
Where the tango?
I don't. Over there.
You overweight whale. Oh my god. Jesus. Astaghfirullah, don't say things like that, guys. That's toxic. Stop being a hater, man. What is this behavior from these people? Guys, I'm a whale. Evie, I'm a whale.
You're a whale.
Reckless one at that. Oh shit, I cancelled
Oh,
my own
no.
deflect.
This person was actually.
Remember the person that told me to kill myself earlier because I earth shattered him? That was amazing.
Why did he ult himself? Fuck.
Ooh, Life Weaver? I don't know. He's 9 Brazilian.
Yeah, I don't know.
By the
what
way, his
he's
DPS
thinking.
passive 20%. Yeah, but you're never gonna notice it with how tanky everybody is. Breakpoints, man. Breakpoints are everything. What is this Sister Anna doing over here? What's his brother doing on BAP? Brother BAP?
No.
Man, he just goes in Yata farm this lobby with me, man. These guys are really bad. After we take this next one.
I will. If I die. What? Oh shit. No. I'm dead. Probably. Or not. Damn!
The old man still got it, huh? I say as I decimate a lobby of bronze 5. Oh god, Discord's lagging, I think. Maybe can you hear me?
You're lagging.
Yeah, it's just a little bit. And I thought I was reckless.
Okay. I have back though. Do you
Okay,
want me
you
to
can
go
stay. You
then?
can, no, it's okay, you can stay. It's up to you. Honestly, I don't mind if you goes in now.
Nah, I will stick with my.
Fear the focused warrior.
Oh, damn. Guys, if we counter the Genji, we will win. Bit 8 years too late to that, kids.
Get back. Tell me whenever.
Yeah, do it now, we're all together. This brother's existence, this brother's like complaint is I eat McDonald's.
McDonald's are nice. I can't find. No. Oh, did you die? No.
No,
you
I'm
didn't die.
around. Oh my god, that is such a toxic enemy team. Outlast flavor.
Sorry.
Eevee's toxic.
Sorry, I couldn't.
Genji carry rest of me. Chat, look at this. What is this? Oh my god, that's hilarious.
What is going on over there?
Bro, that's a lot of people about to get banned. Oh
Yeah.
my god. Abby, what internet provider? It's a lot. Was this unranked? Yeah. Why are they mad? Because unranked is ranked 2.0. Alright, they're all getting reported.
Yeah, that's why.
They said very mean
Mean
things
things to me.
and said to kill myself. I felt very hurt by this. My safe space in gaming has been compromised. Who else was talking shit? Like I reported the
the
Sublow person.
Sadlo, the big G.
What was the big G? They got destroyed by
The
Lil
big
GG.
G. And
Rest of them
the
were
Albuquerque.
fine, and Dr. Boggy. I think I reported all three.
And the
Yeah,
Bookie, yeah. Yeah, I reported them too. It was fun.
decimated. These people are gonna complain that
Amazing
Genji's
chat.
OP. My bad, guys.
Amazing chat.
My bad. My bad. If he gets nerfed, it's my bad.
Not Genji.
It was this one. I'm using 2DF DC issues. How do you fix it? Okay, Mr. Horse. I'm not gonna say the second part of your name. Here's what we do in the UAE. We put our hands together, we look up at the sky, and we pray that the thing works. That's all you can do, man.
Thing works.
It's all you can do. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna call it here. I will see you guys in the next one. And tomorrow's video is gonna be the rant for Farah, and it's gonna be a really good one. So check it out. Day after tomorrow will be the Cassidy rant. I think both of them need nerfs. Nothing over the top, just enough to tone down their power levels as usual. And then we'll talk about perhaps Iliari. She's a bit silly, even though I love her. Get wired connection. I have wired connection. Still happens, man. Right. With that said, thank you so much for watching. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Falcon, Bardia, everybody. See you in the next one.